Speaking of dating and being out there, the dating app Bumble responded to the tragic death of Lauren Smith-Fields, who died after going out on a date with a man she met on the app. Now, here's their statement. We empathize with Lauren's family, friends, and we stand behind our statement that every parent deserves to know what happened to their child. This matter deserves a thorough and serious investigation for the Fields family to get justice for Lauren. What are your thoughts on this story? There's a lot of suspicion around this story. I don't know. What do you think, James?
Um, what's upsetting to me is that it seems like it took for Cardi B. If you guys remember, Cardi B actually tweeted about this story or put up a post about this story. It took for Cardi B to make a comment about this story for Bumble to actually release a statement, and honestly for the police department to take it seriously. That's the most upsetting part. But I do want to say that I think this story is less about Bumble, unless it's found that the guy, who met the young lady on Bumble is the one who harmed her. I think it's less about Bumble and more about that police department. The idea that a 23-year-old woman is found dead and you don't reach out to her parents because you don't have to is a little bit strange to me. And for that to be the excuse that you give someone's family, we didn't have to reach out to you. I'm not going to deem this a racial matter, but it has the makings of something that is racial. It's just another Black girl who dead. And that is unfortunate if that is the case. So I am happy that Cardi's tweet has sparked something in this police department to do a thorough investigation. And I'm looking forward to hearing the rest of the story.
We don't want to say it's racist, but how come we not? Because till this day, 20 some, or is it 30 some years later, there are still documentaries about JonBenet Ramsey. Not that there shouldn't be, but it'd be nice if we can get some attention, not the same, but I'm going to say the same. How about that? We still have, I seen something with Scott Peterson, like they still revisit these stories. And with us to just blow it off like that, that's a family that's in pain. And Al, what do you think about this? What do you think about the this Bumble story?
I think the statement is to be expected. I think, for good PR and to keep that platform alive and functioning, I think it was a good idea for them to issue a statement in support. But listen, Bumble, I'm still waiting for you to release those Bumble chats. I need to see those documents of the chat that went on between him and that young lady as it led up from the first time they met to as it led up to them meeting in person. I also need to see his chat on the Bumble platform altogether. Is this a pattern that he has? Has he only spoken to Black women in the past? And what was that conversation like? That's what I need for Bumble to do instead of issue these I'm sorry and support statements. In addition to that, though, Claudia, let me tell you something. There's something is going on. Something in the milk don't smell right. I think is a saying. I'm not really sure. I saw the pictures of that young man, and I saw the pictures of her apartment. The two are just not adding up, in my opinion. I'm not suggesting there's something in there is just not right. Someone's not being forthright about who's who in that scenario, both on the family side with the young lady and with the male side. So I can't wait to watch and see how this story unfolds, because I'm telling you right now, we're about to see some really good stuff unravel with this.
They're saying that he had ties to the police department and he called his friend who was a cop. So, that kind of raises some eyebrows and some red flags that, you have an inside person and we all know how these things go. Let's not act like it's not weird or odd for them to stick together and cover up some things. We had a couple comments from the chat. Nina Lynn says this man should be deemed a person of interest. They should be investigating the situation. Nikita said we have to wait for the autopsy report. Absolutely. We don't know. We'll wait and see. We always gotta wait.
We got the autopsy report now. We got that. We're waiting for the second one, the family's independent autopsy report. We got the autopsy report already. And a good thing about this, though, I do have to find a silver lining, is that the governor has passed a law because of her, this young lady, that parents of any deceased person in the state, whatever state this is, will be notified. Connecticut, will be notified. So that's a plus.
All right, y'all. We will definitely keep y'all abreast of the story with any new developments in it. Okay, yesterday TMZ reported that, Ye was in the process of reaching out to the homeless people who lived on Skid Row